Hey planner peeps and fellow stationery enthusiasts, welcome back to Ashley's Away with Words. I have been away for a while, but I was trying to get myself together. In this video, we are going to do a weekly recap. I don't know what week we're on, but I'm going to showcase, hopefully fairly quickly, what notebooks and planners I've been using to document my life this far in 2026. So I am going to get started first with some great news. If you have been catching, if you've caught any of my other videos where I reference preparing myself to study for an examination as of this past Friday, I officially passed all sections of the certification that I was seeking. So I can gladly report that part is now officially behind me. So I'm excited about that. But I'm gonna go ahead and share which notebooks and planners I am still using in 2026. Now, I'm not sharing everything that I've been using because some things is just really, it's kind of like it's no need to even share. So anyway, without further ado, I'm using my CP Petite folio to document just running to-do lists for myself for the week. So this is for last week. I will put the week number on in the video title. But here, as you can see, I have a number. Oops, I am showing something I'm not supposed to be showing. Let me see if I can okay, that's what I will do. The reason why I'm doing this is because one of my friends, she may actually be watching this video before I get a chance to do what I need to do. So I didn't want one element of it to show. And I had it covered up, but then I took it off. Anyway, these are the items that I had on my to-do list as of starting last Sunday. I added more and I was able to check some things off. And then just a preview for this week. Yeah, I still need to do some of these things that are listed here. So I am still loving this notebook. You all will see this the next time. I'm doing this as a way to help me remember. For the February intention box from Cloth and Paper, I will be listing the 3 items that upon receiving it, I actually am in love with. So that's the coming update as time goes on. Then next, we're moving on to my A5. Is this A5? I think it's an A5 notebook from Paper Test Designs. Here's where I do daily logging, and I am going to flip to the first day, which there's nothing. So first, let me just say this is a little bit of a book. I don't know what this is called, but this is like a book. I use it like a bookmark, and this is from the Graceful Muse Advent. Last that I checked, she have these available on a la carte on her website. So if you're interested, she has it for each month. If you're interested in using this, then feel free to check out gracefulmusepapery.com. All right, so I was in the throes of studying, so some days are not recorded, but I did keep with decorating my tearaway sheets from my Cloth and Paper tearaway calendar. So I'm just going to do a flip through. I like to show what I use to design. So part of the reason why you see random stuff here is this is me in an attempt to use what I have in my stash. So as you can see, I did record stuff for these 2 days. And then let's see. So this is funny. I had gotten so far behind in my daily logging that I actually put the wrong date. I recorded the wrong date. So I had recorded December 28th in the January section. So what I did was I had to record the January section in December. And I don't have it bookmarked, so I'm not going to flip back to that. But here is continuing with this particular week. And then again, I got bogged down with updating stuff or studying, so I didn't get a chance to fill this out. However, I do have the contents of what I did saved in my phone, so I can always come back and update this. And let's see. So yeah, so that covers it for my daily, what I call daily logging in my A5 Paper Test Designs notebook. And then moving on to the spiral, I think it's the A5 size from Cloth and Paper. I use this to document financial transactions, not everything, just stuff that I do personally, which when y'all see what I've been up to, you're gonna be like, well, whatever. We're paper enthusiasts over here, so it should come as no surprise. I don't know if I shared any of this stuff, but I had received a couple more orders, so I was able to add to this list. And probably not, because I don't think I was able to film the week for this one. So I did get a Jane's Agenda order that came in. So flipping through, also this is where I document upon receiving my orders, and I like to put the date that the order took place, and then the date that I recorded on is, let me bring this up some. The date that I recorded on is the date that I received the order. So it's just a one stop shop for me to see what is going on. So this is not completely updated, but this is again for this past week. And as y'all can see, I kind of went in with the stationery orders. I think I know I have more that I need to add here. I've just been in a buying mood, and this is not completely up to date. So I'm just sharing what I've recorded thus far. I'm using this as my bookmark as well for the week. I have some more things I need to mark down, probably not for Sunday, but definitely for between Friday and Saturday. And then I need to figure out once and for all, am I going to put Bank of America transactions, basically electronic transactions here, and cash over here, or vice versa. I may have to switch it out depending on the frequency of that week. So that's what this will be. This will be a total summation of the damage that I did for the week. And this is a way for me to be a little bit more cognizant of my spending, because like I've said before, if I got it, sometimes the money burns a hole in my pocket. Okay, and then finally, here is my classic Happy Planner analog weekly notebook planner. I don't know what we want to call this. It's not dated. Planner notebook. Okay, so this is from Cloth and Paper from the January intention box, and I am using this as a way to track the big kahuna for me for right now. So I'm going after my CPA designation. It's going to take a little while, so anything related to that I want to document in this notebook. And so what I need to do for it is I need to take 2 additional college courses in order to be eligible to sit for the exam. And so what you're seeing here is basically anything related to the college courses that I will be taking. So what I like to do is for the week, if I have anything worth documenting, whether it's an action item that I did, or something, some little takeaway that I want to apply moving forward, I'm adding it in this section. And this could evolve over time, but for right now, this is how I'm using it. I like it. It gives me plenty of space. I don't like anything that's too busy. I can really spot and see what it is that I did. One thing to note, this is to highlight, or excuse me, not highlight, but to preserve privacy. So this is not a part of the regular decorative element. I'm going to take this stuff off after filming. So I know there was a lot of inquisitiveness from various CPP customers, notably subscribers, in terms of how can they utilize this notebook. And I am grateful that I figured out a way, because when I first received it, I had no idea how I was going to use it. However, I've been able to figure out a way to incorporate it into my routine. So I just want to do a quick little flip of what I used primarily, let's say that, primarily last week. So hope you guys enjoyed this recap, and as always, if you catch this in the morning, afternoon, or evening, I hope you had a great one. See you later. Bye-bye.